Well. Okay, so here's the thing. Today I'm going to show you guys a particular trend that I kind of like. There's some bad trends out there in graphic design, and then there's some good ones. And this is one I like. And this is one that I could almost see becoming maybe a little more timeless. Some trends, are going to last not very long because they look dumb. This one, I think it's cool enough of one that I think it might stand the test of time a little bit better than some others, and that's what makes it kind of worthwhile for us. So let me do the share screen and just show you guys some examples of it. And so, okay, here's the thing. The ones that I'm showing you are going to be kind of whited out. It could be any particular color overlaid onto that. So like this team happens to be Mississippi State. They are maroon and white, and that's it. There's no other. If this were for LSU, it could, instead of white, it could be yellowed out. Or if this were for Auburn, it could be oranged out. And to do that type of thing, just a very brief thing before we get into the thing, pretend this is for Auburn, and I decide to come in with like an orange layer, and let me just paint it in. We could change this so easily to be oranged out, right? And there's so many options, different versions of it. Just take your pick, and they all would look pretty doggone good. So anyway, the ones I'm going to show you are specifically going to be whited out. Here at Auburn High School, we are blue and white, and that's it. We're blue, black, and white, really, I guess. So you could make it a blacked out background too. Anyway, here's the point. It's kind of a thing. So like these are all kind of whited out. They make the foreground person and maybe the words in color, but everything else is whited out. Sometimes it's a collage, like it's got the city of Tampa Bay back in there. It's got the city of, I'm assuming that's Los Angeles, maybe a skyline or something. And then, of course, they have the pennant and things like that. And then here's an Auburn version. It's simpler, but the main things in color, the background is whited out. See, he's in color, but the collage of him in the background is kind of whited out or washed out. These guys are in color, but the collage of the team is whited out or washed out. Here's a similar style, but different. Auburn High School, we do the same types of things. The main guys are in color. The word Auburn is in color, but the stadium, the field is whited out. The cross-country team is in color. Our high school is whited out. The main players are in color. The texture, the X's and O's, the paint splats is whited out. Same thing. The words are whited out of the back. Only Auburn football stands out, but the rest is kind of whited out. There's so many examples. And it's just classy, and it works out well specifically, it seems like, for athletics posters. It's a good way to make it where you can really focus on one or two things, and then the background ties in and looks cool, but it's very much so a background, right? And again, don't forget, if you want to, you can very easily go over it with a different color and make it oranged out, make it yellowed out, make it, blued out, blacked out, whatever. Just take your pick. So anyway, there's not a lot of need for explanation on this, but I will show you very, very briefly. Here's something that could be in color. By the way, Penn State, they did theirs blued out. And if you can't see, let me zoom in. It says in the background, we are, and then big, more clearly it says Penn State football. So they have, some texture and some oomph and some dust and scratches and things like that. So anyway, in order to do it, just pretend like I want to use this as the background. So I'll drag it down beneath our high school. I'll make our high school in color. And then for this background, let me resize it just a smidge, something like that. And, we would want a different background, but you could go to image adjustments and then desaturate, and it'll suck the color out of this guy. That washes them out. And then make it on where it's on maybe 20%, 30%, something like that. That, in a nutshell, is how you do it. You can add to, delete from, tweak that as much as you want. But basically, you desaturate something, and then make it on a low opacity. And if you wanted to make that into a collage or something, that's all the more better. So, all right, that's probably enough. So if you guys have any questions, let me know, and I'll, I don't know if I can get to a questions or not. I'm kind of busy right now, but maybe I can get to them. If I can't, just come see me in class. All right, I'll talk to you later. Y'all have a good one.